Welcome to my video review of the Quest 2 in 2023. First thoughts. Quest 2 is a pretty amazing device for the money. Has a nice design and it's not that heavy, but after a long period of time you will start sweating because of it. But my experience as a new user in VR was amazing, and in this video we're going to discuss about all of these topics, and we will see if the Quest 2 is a good VR in 2023. Just a disclaimer, we're not going to discuss about the specs of the device, but I will put the specs in the description. The community. When it comes to the community in VR, I have to say that this is the best one on the internet. 99% of the time I was welcomed by strangers into conversation. We watch movies together, we listen to music together, we talk about politics, relationship, wars, space, and all kind of stuff. Again, this was with people I didn't know, and everyone was very polite and respectful. In my 2 months with the Quest 2, I only met one rude person who started talking bad words, but was quickly removed, so the rest of us can enjoy our stay and continue our conversation. I'll try to explain my experience by the apps I used. VR chat. The idea was, every time I presented myself as someone new who never used the Quest 2 or never used VR chat, and everyone was helping me on how to activate my settings so I can watch a video with them, and different tips and tricks about the apps. They will forget about the conversation for a second to help me, and I have to admit, this was a pretty amazing thing. Big Screen. Big Screen is an app where you can join public rooms and watch movies, listen to music or watch gameplay with strangers. Everyone was respectful, better than the cinema to be fair. People was laughing at funny scenes like in a cinema, but then they stayed quiet so everyone can enjoy the movie or whatever we were watching. One night I ended up in a room with sad songs where people came and started sharing their stories. I will not show this part as respect for their privacy, but after 30 minutes one girl asked if we can change the mood, and then they put a different song where everybody was just acting like kids and having fun. Games. When it comes to games, there's always one small problem. I get sick very easily, and probably most of the people new in VR, they will feel the same. But the experience is amazing. The idea that you actually feel that you're there and it's you who's doing every single thing. It's not just you press a button and that's done. You have to do everything. That idea is amazing. And let's start with some examples. V-Speedway. You feel you're behind the wheel. You have to look into a mirror, make sure nobody is passing you. When you drift, you feel that you're the one who is drifting. And if you want to take it to the next level, you can put the gear to manual and do everything yourself. Like this, you know if you win, it's because you're a good driver. Free-to-play shooter game. You have a jetpack and gun. There you can fly a short distance while trying to kill everyone, or fly to escape. Again, the same experience where you have to do everything to survive and win. You have to duck, move fast enough. If you don't want to move, you can move with the controllers, but it's harder to dodge bullets with the controller, so just a heads up. But overall, it's a nice experience. Megaton Rayfall. Megaton is that game where you are God. I mean, simply you're God. You can fly, you can destroy planets, you can do whatever you want, and being able to see everything in VR make it even more fun. There's not a lot to say about this, it's just remember this, you are God. Xbox Game Pass. This one is a little bit tricky because you will need to play on their website, so you have to go on xbox.com/play and then you have to play the cloud games on their website. Now for me, it didn't work with the browser from the Quest, so I have to sideload Microsoft Edge, which wasn't a problem. You can sideload every application for Android to the Quest 2. Once I install the Edge, you can play games and have fun on a big screen. Imagine playing an Xbox game on a cinema screen. Work. When it comes to working on the Quest 2, I can say it's an amazing experience that's really hard to beat in real life with real life equipment. I mean, you can do it, don't get me wrong, but it will be very expensive. For example, I can work on a Word document, Excel and PowerPoint at the same time while watching a YouTube video. If you're coding something, the experience will be amazing, as you will have a big screen in front of you. Imagine a 50, 60, 70-inch monitor in front of you for your coding. The Quest 2 is an amazing device to work, but unfortunately I don't see many people talking about it. For someone who's traveling a lot or doesn't have the money to spend on multiple monitors, having a simple laptop with you can transform your experience, and I can say that since I discovered this, I now work exclusively on my VR. If I want to edit a video or write a script, do it in VR. It's just better. Social media. When it comes to social media, you have Facebook and Instagram on the Quest 2 store. It's nothing special, are just simple apps that are running on the big screen. You have a browser if you want to log in to other apps like TikTok. Nothing special on the social media side, but you can still do it if you want. Streaming. Streaming is amazing. You can choose to stream in VR if the video is available, or watch a movie from your home or on a screen like in the cinema. Overall, the experience you will choose will be amazing. If you want to stream from Netflix, the app is available to download from the store. But if you want to stream from Disney Plus, for example, you can't. Either sideload the app or simply just use the browser. Both does the same thing and works perfectly. Final thoughts. Before someone tells me about everything I said you can do with other VRs as well, let me remind you that the Quest 2 costs between $150 to $200, secondhand we're talking right now. And for the price, the experience is unbeatable. I love this little device, does everything I want to do, and most important thing about it, everything I just said can be done wirelessly. And this is a big selling point for me. I will fully recommend people who doesn't own one to go and purchase one. If this is your first experience in VR, or you're looking for a good cheap VR headset, the Quest 2 is the one you need.